He learned a long time ago, it wasn't about, for him, it ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care of it. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
The boxing world is in chaos after reports claim Floyd Mayweather Jr. could face a massive $100 million penalty from Netflix for allegedly breaching his contract, after labeling the highly anticipated rematch with Manny Pacquiao as just an exhibition.
As the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off, because you got one person saying, it's a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible.
Boxing analyst Timothy Bradley Jr. believes Mayweather may have already spent the advance payment from Netflix to clear past financial obligations. And now, with money in hand, he might be avoiding any real competitive fight.
Know the reality of the actual contract and why Mayweather choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is fake. I don't think he's fake. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Come on. Sorry. He's not afraid of facts. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, you can, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million, whatever, for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money.
Meanwhile, Oscar de la Hoya has stirred controversy by claiming Mayweather's return is purely driven by financial pressure. He argues that some fighters mismanage their fortunes and end up chasing exhibition fights instead of protecting their legacy.
He's crawled out of his rock. He needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called it out the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old. Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
Former champion Zab Judah offered a different perspective, suggesting Mayweather's comeback could be a calculated promotional move, designed to build hype for a major blockbuster event.
Hey, we're not playing around, and maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know business, but somehow he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on. This is the real deal, Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion. I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came
I
out,
mean,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know if people
mean,
were really too ecstatic for it.
I mean, yeah, it's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in,
I'm
you're
a
like,
big, listen, man. I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I should say, I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Judah further explained that Mayweather seems more focused on entertainment, business ventures, and maximizing profits through high-profile exhibition bouts, rather than pursuing traditional competitive fights.
we're looking in, we're like, yo, is he, like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course, that's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he's done a great job with that. Great job. So
But it
of course
also,
he's gonna, show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy, smart guy. He understand. He ain't no fool.
According to boxing insiders, both sides initially agreed to a professional bout. However, when Mayweather later rebranded it as an exhibition, it triggered backlash from Pacquiao's camp, raising serious legal questions and adding fuel to the controversy.
Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the
Boxing analyst Max Kellerman believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be strategically labeling his comeback fight as an exhibition instead of a sanctioned bout to protect his perfect fifth-row record from any real risk.
I always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight. Beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
he don't drink?
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change? He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpa.
They old
grandpa. That looks like you got a little more than 4%.
He's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpa, you think you're not the same as
Legendary fighter Roy Jones Jr. argues that Mayweather changed the entire mindset of boxing. According to him, Mayweather proved that maximizing earnings can take priority over legacy, titles, and high-risk fights. Jones believes this shift has reduced the sport's excitement, as more fighters now focus on protecting records and chasing lucrative exhibition bouts, instead of taking part in legacy-defining battles that elevate boxing globally.
Because Mayweather made so much money, being undefeated, waiting to the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people who fight. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because now everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. Wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3 good fights out.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia reacted to Mayweather's return and the potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao by emphasizing fair financial treatment. He stressed that when two legends step into the ring, it's more than just a fight. It becomes a global cultural and commercial event. Garcia highlighted that both fighters deserve compensation that truly reflects their legacy, impact, and the magnitude of the moment, insisting fairness should remain a top priority.
The Tyson Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, yeah, would do good.
200 million people, 150.
Good. You know, good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. He's putting up a lot of money for the guys.
Yeah.
And Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you knew, you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, you know, yeah. That's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Wednesday weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, oh, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, like only like special events and special concerts and shit like.
Many analysts believe Mayweather's return could be linked to deeper financial pressures. Despite earning massive wealth throughout his career, reports of tax issues, legal disputes, and ongoing lawsuits have raised concerns about his financial stability. Observers argue that a fighter with nothing left to prove wouldn't risk his undefeated record unless there were serious underlying reasons, suggesting this comeback may be about more than just legacy or entertainment.
Got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, I mean, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about, so we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
Ooh. So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing intense scrutiny after reports surfaced about a massive $340 million lawsuit he filed against Showtime networks and former executives. He alleges that a large portion of his fight earnings was mismanaged and diverted through financial channels controlled by advisors and third parties. According to the claims, revenue from major fights, including bouts with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was not fully delivered to him, raising serious accusations of financial misconduct and breach of trust.
Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
At the same time, Logan Paul has reignited controversy surrounding his 2021 exhibition with Mayweather. While the fight generated massive pay-per-view success, Paul claims he is still owed $1.5 million. He alleges that part of the promotion involved an overseas pre-sale deal that was never properly included in his payout. According to Paul, his contract guaranteed him a share of that revenue. but he insists he never received the full amount.
Cut to you on this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather.
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just like?
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. He scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million.
Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas has expressed concern over Mayweather's current situation, suggesting the boxing icon may be dealing with personal and financial struggles. Atlas hinted that Mayweather's continued involvement in exhibition fights could be linked to risky financial behavior, including gambling and questionable decisions outside the ring. He described it as disappointing to see a legend in such a position, highlighting how even the most successful athletes can face challenges after their peak.
So I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was named.
Responding to the growing criticism, Mayweather defended his mindset around money. He explained that wealth for him is simply a tool for freedom and lifestyle, not a negative trait. Mayweather said financial independence allows him to pursue opportunities others cannot. He also admitted that his strategy involves high-risk investments, revealing that nearly 90% of his ventures fail. Still, he embraces the risk, believing that bold moves are necessary to achieve rare, high-reward success.
Earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. We have gotten I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we'll give a little bit more.
So as the drama continues to unfold around Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, one question remains: what is this comeback really about? Is it legacy, business, or something much deeper behind the scenes? From lawsuits and financial rumors to exhibition controversies and bold opinions from boxing legends, this story is far from over. One thing is certain: whenever Mayweather steps into the spotlight, the world pays attention. But now it's your turn. Do you think this is a smart business move, or is Mayweather risking everything for one last payday? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explosive boxing updates. Boxing Fire Humanize 108 words.